Imagine a world where global leaders are at odds over how to achieve peace in a war-torn country. This is the harsh reality of the Ukraine conflict, where the international community is divided on the best approach to bring about a lasting resolution. But here's where it gets interesting. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has just praised U.S. President Donald Trump for his efforts to broker a peace deal, while criticizing European leaders for their approach. According to Lavrov, it was clear at the recent U.S.-Russia-Alaska summit that Trump and his team genuinely want to achieve a long-term and sustainable peace in Ukraine. The atmosphere at the summit was very good, Lavrov noted, and it seemed that the U.S. was committed to finding a solution that would bring about a lasting peace. But what's striking is how Lavrov contrasted the U.S. position with that of Europe. He claimed that European leaders who met with Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy at an extraordinary summit at the White House were only focused on achieving a ceasefire without considering the long-term implications. And this is the part most people miss. Lavrov argued that the Europeans were willing to continue supplying weapons to Ukraine even after a ceasefire, which could potentially undermine the peace process. This has sparked controversy, with some arguing that the Europeans are taking a more pragmatic approach, while others see it as a recipe for disaster. But here's the question. Can we really achieve a lasting peace in Ukraine without addressing the underlying issues? And what role should the international community play in supporting the peace process? As we delve deeper into this complex issue, it's essential to consider the different perspectives and approaches. For instance, some might argue that the U.S. approach is too focused on short-term gains, while others might see the European approach as too soft on Russia. And then there's the issue of Ukraine's sovereignty and the role of external actors in shaping its future. As we navigate these complex waters, it's crucial to ask, what does a sustainable peace in Ukraine really look like, and how can we get there? The answer, much like the conflict itself, is multifaceted and contentious. But one thing is clear. The international community must come together to support the people of Ukraine and work towards a lasting resolution. So we ask you, what do you think is the key to achieving a lasting peace in Ukraine? Do you agree with Lavrov's assessment of the U.S. and European approaches, or do you have a different perspective? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about this critical issue.